Unless you live under a rock, you're going to have conflict in your life, and you've had conflict in your life. How you handle conflict is very, very important. And this tool is going to be the I tool, the simple tool for handling conflict collaboratively and constructively. So what is the I tool? Well, it's the simplest tool in the world. It's the simplest word in the world. It's the one-letter word, I. Rather than you, try I when you're in a conflict situation. Quite often we become aggressive at things, and we attack other people with you. You did. You make me feel. You this. You that. Well, those are tough things, and it creates the other person wanting to defend themselves, and they might lash out, or maybe even worse, they hide. They go back, and they won't say what they want until eventually they lash out or they leave. The alternative to lashing out in relationships is leaving. So how can you have a strong relationship with conflict? Because conflict is going to be in your relationship. Conflict is normal. Conflict is healthy. Conflict, when it's collaborative, is very, very helpful. When it's combative, it tears a relationship apart. The thing you want to remember is to not be aggressive in your conflict and not to hide from conflict. And to do that, I'm going to suggest you use the 4 I's. 4 I's. Those 4 I's are I feel, when I, because I, and I would like, or I wish. So let's look how that works. Your partner has a habit of leaving dirty dishes in the sink. You walk in, and the first thing you want to say is, "You left dirty dishes in the sink again. Oh, you're such a slob. Why can't you pick up after yourself? What's wrong with you? You're always doing that." Well, does that help a relationship? Probably not. The other person might scurry around and make good and clean things up, or they might start lashing out at you what you do wrong, and then you're into a whole big whirlwind of conflict you don't need. How can you have conflict? Now, when I'm talking about conflict, I'm just talking about a difference of opinion, a difference of ideas. And obviously in this situation, one person likes the kitchen clean, one doesn't. So how do you straighten that out? With I. You see that situation, you say, I feel embarrassed, or I feel frustrated, or I feel neglected, whatever it is you feel. That's the hard one. I feel. When I, and then you simply describe what it is you see or what happens. When I see this, I feel frustrated when I see dirty dishes in the sink. Now the next one is very important. Because I. Now that just simply tells them why you feel that way. Because I feel like I'm your maid. Because I feel like you don't have respect for where we live. Because I feel like there are going to be bugs all over and bugs scare me. So I feel, when I, because I, and I would like, or I wish. I wish when you were finished with your dishes, you would not just put them in the sink, but you'd put them in the dishwasher and turn the dishwasher on and finish it. Those 4 I's are conflict, but they're conflict that is collaborative rather than aggressive. Those people who run from conflict can easily use this. If you run from conflict, remember what's going to happen. You're either going to just continue to fold and fold and fold until eventually you explode, which is not a good approach, or something that totally ruins a relationship is you flee, you leave the relationship. So owning your own feelings through I statements can help you keep your head up, can help you be assertive without being aggressive. If you're the aggressor, the person who always knows what's best, think of how much stronger your relationship will be when you can tell somebody your actual feelings rather than attacking them, how you feel and why you feel that way and what you'd like done differently. It's a very, very strong approach to a strong relationship.